when I'm looking for content, I'm always like, let's see what's going on with all these Daily Wire personalities, right? And there's a few of them, and they've got a bunch of billionaire money behind them. And so some of them are like, Matt Walsh. He's pretty popular. He's pretty well talked about these days. You know, people who love him talk about him all the time. People who hate him talk about him all the time. Michael Knowles, not quite as popular, but same deal. Got a lot of haters. Got a lot of lovers. Candace Owens, I mean, she's not. You look at her overall views; they're not super high, but she's got a decent amount of subscribers, and every once in a while, you know, she'll have something that'll hit. You got this comment section with Brett Cooper. They're like little Gen Z chick trying to sell conservatism to Gen Z. You got this Crane and Co. that pretty much barely even exists. But then you got this guy. I've always been fascinated by this guy, this Andrew Klavan. And when I say I've always been fascinated by him, I mean I'm fascinated by how unfascinating he apparently is. Because even with all that money behind him, he can't compete with the sub count of all these other channels, with the exception of Crane and Co. But all these other
this week on the Andrew Klavan Show, we're talking about marriage,
Daily Wire personalities, he can't really hold a candle to them in terms of his subscriber count, and he definitely can't in terms of his view count. I mean, he has a video from 4 days ago, has 7.5 thousand views. And keep in mind, that's with the Daily Wire and all their money pushing this guy. And so I was kind of fascinated by that. And I've always wanted to take a look and see, like, what's going on with this guy. Like, what's really the deal here? Because I don't know jack shit about him. I don't know what his beliefs are. I'm sure they're reprehensible, but I don't know what his beliefs are. I don't know what his personality is. Like, I think I've seen him on a few panels with the rest of the Daily Wire folks. And he's never left even close to anything resembling an impression. So every time I'm looking at Daily Wire stuff, I always go to his channel and see, like, is there something here that maybe this seems like I could talk about it? And every time it's basically been a no. But today I went and looked and I saw one called "An Artist's Job is to Entertain, Not Lecture." And I thought to myself, okay, that seems like something maybe we could talk about. Because I happen to think that an artist's job is neither to entertain nor to lecture. I think that if they want to lecture, they can. If they want to entertain, that's probably going to be good for their popularity. But ultimately, an artist's job should be like to provoke. Artist's job should be to provoke emotion, to provoke thought, to provoke discussion, to, you know, move a conversation forward or create a conversation out of thin air. Or, you know, just do something that will, you know, make a splash and impact the thoughts and emotions of their fellow human beings. So that's kind of what I think an artist's job should be. And some do it entertainingly, and some do it through, you know, more direct provocation to anger or to, you know, fear or confusion or whatever. But so I disagree, you know, just with the title of the video alone. But anyway, let's take a look at it and see, you know, what's really going on here. And let's see what this Andrew Klavan personality that no one even likes on the Daily Wire, let alone anywhere else. Let's see what this guy is all about.
Sometimes I just like to talk about the craft of writing and of making art.
Cool.
Telling stories,
good,
doing art, especially in this politicized time, because we're always saying, oh,
I guess this guy fancies himself a writer. He's got a book there. I'm kind of blocking it, but I'll go ahead and move so he can promote his book. He has a book out called The House of Love and Death. I'll let him have his little book for now, because I'm about to put out my book, you know, Sex Bot Uprising and stuff. So when that's out, you guys will see what's what. But he's got The House of Love and Death, so good for him. Let's take a look and see what he's got to say on this subject, because he apparently fancies himself a writer, which I consider a form of artist. So as an artist, what does he think the function of an artist is? Let's find out.
My wife and I went to see a movie over this last weekend, and my wife and I almost never go to the movies together because she doesn't like anything that's too rough, and I don't like anything that's too bland. So we rarely find anything that can entertain us both. But we have kind of enjoyed these Kevin Bronick Poirot movies, the Agatha Christie movies. The Death on the Nile was actually pretty good. So we went to this A Haunting in Venice. And it's old-fashioned stuff. I'm not going to say it's not. But about 20 minutes in, I thought, you know what? I really like this. I'm really enjoying this. And the reason
I went and saw Murder on the Orient Express, and I thought it was so fucking stupid. I thought it was one of the worst damn movies I've ever seen. And so when you know, Murder on the Nile or Death on the Nile or whatever the fuck came out, I skipped it. And, you know, I just have no interest in this interpretation of Poirot. So
the reason I was enjoying it is they weren't insulting me. They're not instructing me in their higher, superior wisdom, their superior culture and political wisdom. They're just entertaining me. And Kenneth Branagh, he's a great actor, but he's also kind of a ham bone. And Hercule Poirot is a very hammy.
I'm starting to see why this guy doesn't have much of a following, man. What's the point, man? So I guess the point is I saw a movie that didn't try to have a political point, and apparently I'm like, wow, that's so rare these days. Is it? I feel like most mainstream movies that come out are not really pushing that much of a political message at me. I mean, I don't know. Do you guys really feel like every movie you see is just like a political and social screed? Like maybe sometimes there's like a little virtue signaling here and there, but I don't feel that way. I feel like if anything, most of our movies are pretty banal, middle of the road, centrist fucking tripe that are just like, let's all get along. If they have any message at all, it's usually just that. So what? I just don't agree with this assessment of pop culture at this point.
Part, and he's just obviously having a great time. And Tina Fey is in it. She plays a kind of Agatha Christie's kind of alter ego. And I'm really fond of Tina Fey. She's smart. She is an attractive personality. And, you know, and I was thinking, you know, I know she's very left-wing. She's very liberal in the old, kind of the old style. But she's just talented and appealing. And she does her job in this.
The opposite of you. Oh, man. I don't know what it is. I mean, I've definitely come on this stream and just talked my movie opinions and stuff like that. I like to think that when I'm doing it, I'm a little bit more fascinating than this fucking guy. Maybe I'm not, though. Maybe that is just... But I just feel like this is so fucking boring, dude. Because what's he really saying? Has he said anything yet? And she's like, oh, Tina Fey, you know, she's kind of a lib, but, you know, she's very attractive personality. So, you know, like, all right, man. Jesus Christ, dude. All right, fine. You're a Tina Fey simp, even though she's a lib and you're a fucking conservative. Ooh, the forbidden love. The forbidden one-way love that culminates in... Good for you, man. Have fun with it. I mean, hey, you know, rock on, dude.
And she entertains me. And it occurred to me, you know, she is somebody who has come out against the Oscars. When she was on the Oscars one night, she gave an award away, and everything was Me Too and the climate and this and that. And she went on Howard Stern, and she said she actually went up against it.
Is this video just him sucking Tina Fey's dick the entire time? Is that what this is? The fucking title of the video is An Artist's Job is Entertain, Not Lecture. And the substance of the video is saying, man, that Tina Fey. God damn, that's one fine ass bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I don't go to movies with my wife that much because I hate that fucking hag. But you know who I love? Tina fucking Fey. Ooh, damn. You know what? She went on Howard Stern and she said, fuck all that woke shit. So, you know, really, she's kind of based, you guys. So, you know, if I was to fuck Tina Fey, that'd be pretty based, right? That's what I'm saying, you guys. Like, okay, man. That's dope, dude. You're awesome. I kind of like this guy because he's so unlikable. And he's kind of fascinating because he's so not fascinating.
This is cut 14.
Everyone's telling me what to do, and it was people yelling at me about rape and corporate greed and
Oh,
and
boy.
but really it's climate change. I was like, guys, pick a lane.
Yeah.
Why are you yelling at me about corporate greed? You're also rich.
That's a fair point.
So here's the thing. We know she's a liberal. We've seen her give interviews. Oh, she hated Trump and all this stuff. And I think her hatred of Trump and her love of Obama really kind of ruined some of the later seasons of 30 Rock. But mostly she has kept that to herself. She's just been funny, and she has been told stories about me.
Oh, my God. Okay. So it's official. This video is mistitled. It should be titled, I am a Tina Fey simp. I want to have sex with Tina Fey. That's the real message of this video. The actual fucking point he's trying to make here. I wish he'd just come out and say it. I wish this bald fuck would just appear on camera like, hey guys, so I saw this movie with Tina Fey, and I just gotta say, god damn, that bitch is fucking hot. I wish I could fuck a bitch like that instead of my fucking hag of a goddamn wife. I hate that fucking stupid cunt. But you know who I love? Tina Fey. I would do anything for Tina Fey. I'd crawl through a valley of broken glass just for one sniff of Tina Fey's panties. Andrew Klavan, you're officially my favorite fucking goddamn Daily Wire guy. I found my Daily Wire host, you guys. Andrew Klavan. The guy who just fucking brazenly sits his ass down in front of the Daily Wire audience and nakedly simps for Tina Fey and practically whips his dick out and jerks off right there in front of all of us. It's fucking beautiful. I know where we put the Palestinians. They can live on TJ's forehead. Oh, shit. All right, come on. Palestinians, there's plenty of room. There's plenty of room on this baby. Oh, yeah. That's already bigger than the fucking Gaza Strip right there.
Artists are often very broken people, inspired, talented, but they're sometimes like crazy, you know? Someone like me who has worked
I think the best ones pretty much are crazy. I agree with him there. You get another reason I like this guy. Yeah. Artists are oftentimes some crazy lunatic motherfuckers. That is true. That should be true, in my opinion. Because, like, would you really want a bunch of art made by fucking normies who just, like, see the world in very conventional ways? What the fuck is the point of that? Shove that up your ass. I don't need that. I don't want that.
Very hard on spiritual stability is actually the exception in the arts. And a lot of my artist friends have gone by the wayside because of terrible things they've done and terrible things that have happened. And a lot of them, even though they're still my friends, have lived bad lives because of this brokenness. They're the last people we should be listening to. You know, Socrates famously went to the artists and he said, not by wisdom do poets write poetry, but by a sort of genius and inspiration. Upon the strength of their poetry, they believe themselves to be the wisest of men.
I think it's kind of weird. See, this is where it loses me, because it's kind of weird to assume that a broken, fucked up person couldn't tell you a thing or two about the world. I think it's the opposite. I think a normal, conventional person couldn't tell you jack shit about the world because they're the ones that are just going along with the fucking program.
All right, get up, punch the fucking clock, make the fucking sandwich. Here's your order, sir. Whoop, 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 whoop.
No, you need a crazy motherfucker to tell you some shit. Normies don't fucking know jack shit. They don't contemplate shit. They're just cucked to the system.
Go to work, 1 o'clock, take me go home, watch TV, play Xbox, go bed, wake up, back to work.
Like, what the fuck is that person gonna tell you about shit? No, you need a motherfucker. You motherfucker snorting some goddamn cocaine off a big old fucking Instagram bitch's ass. Like, oh yeah, bitch. And then 3 hours later, they're crying in their bathroom. I'm a terrible person. Ah. That person knows some shit about life more than the fucking. Yeah, I'm telling you the fucking unvarnished truth. If you don't like it, go fuck yourself, okay?
In other things in which they were not wise. So this problem has been around forever. But in the old days, it used to be that we insisted our artists look like us. So we insisted if they got divorced, they had to hire a PR guy to cover it up. If they had an affair, or if they were gay, or any of the things that didn't fit with middle class values.
What are you fucking talking about? No, you what? No. I mean, yeah, have there always been like little fucking bitch-made artists for the fucking everyman, like the Osmonds or something? Sure. But fucking Ozzy Osbourne, Jim Morrison, fucking John Lennon, even Elvis Presley. These people didn't conform to the fucking image of the everyman. They weren't fucking little fucking, oh, they're just mirror images of us. Because no one even wants that. No one wants to look up on the fucking stage and see just some guy.
I'm just some dude like you, you know?
Oh, man, this is rich. This fucking shit.
Which are always the best values because the middle class is only hanging on to its position, so they have to act well. If they didn't do that, they had to cover it up because we expected them to look like us. So when Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got together, they had to make it look like they were really in love, not that they were just, you know, in a 6-month affair because it was just another one of their 6 months affairs, because we wouldn't stand for that.
You wouldn't stand for it? What are you talking? What? Taylor Swift and whatever that fucking guy, they don't give a fuck about you or what you think. Taylor Swift has a literal fucking army of fucking fans. And she could have a new boyfriend every day and they'd just be like, slay queen. That'd be it. There's not some like, she's not abiding by your, oh shit. Andrew Klavan doesn't approve of my fucking pussy getting fucked by this footballer because I don't love him or whatever. Like, she doesn't give a shit. Why would she? Why should she?